We often overlook the little things in life and take some of the human inventions for granted, like paper, for instance. From old stories to love letters, just to name a few, it has changed the way people communicate and connect with each other. Here in Beijing's China Han Paper Research and Development Center, one man and his team have been working relentlessly for 10 years to revive an ancient paper-making technique. Why is it so important to them, and what kind of unique feature does it bear? CGTN's Qi Jie has the story.
At first look, it's nothing different from an art show of Chinese calligraphy and ink paintings. But there is something quite unusual going on here. Blank pieces of paper, dried herbs, seashells, bubble stones, brushes, spray cans, and even a knife. As a matter of fact, this is all about paper. Han paper, to be exact. Han refers to an ancient Chinese dynasty, and Han paper to an invention dating back to 2,000 years ago. Gong Bin, founder of the China Han Paper Research and Development Center, and his team have revived the ancient papermaking methods after 10 years of hard work.
艰苦谈不上，我觉得首先是
Hard work is not a right term, I think. The point is to believe in the words, I do. It's very hard to master the ancient paper-making techniques, so it will show us how to respect, how to worship, and how to value the wisdom of our ancestors who made paper with those methods.
珍惜以及它的这个可贵。
Han paper is mostly made from goshu, a kind of tree from the mulberry family. From selecting tree skin to finally making a piece of paper, a total of over 70 processes are required to complete the production of one single piece of paper. This piece of paper has a bit of a plant aroma, which is obviously from mulberry skin, and as you can see, it is very flexible. According to historical records, a good piece of mulberry skin paper will not rot for 1,000 years. So what is this long-lasting piece of paper used for? These ancient artifacts, unearthed in Dunhuang grottos in the northwest Gansu province, date back to Tang Dynasty, or about 1,500 years ago. And repaired with today's Han paper, they are expected to last for another millennium. Du Weixiong is the man who repaired these relics. After 45 years of working as a restoration expert in the National Library of China, Du Weixiong says the effort Gong Bin made in reviving ancient papermaking techniques is really difficult and very significant.
There's no written record. All of it is based on skills handed down by previous generations. Each type of paper is made with its own techniques. When a certain kind of paper stopped being popular, it would quickly disappear, and so would the technique used to make it. That's why I think Gong Bin's work is so significant.
And Gong Bin is thinking big and far.
这一辈子我都希望是在汉纸这一条路上来去把中国的造纸术。
I will devote my whole life to paper-making research. Started in 1,500 years ago, Chinese paper-making technique was introduced from the east to the west. I wish I could thread the same path. We hope to establish good relationships with paper-related institutions, museums, and artists, in Europe in particular. You know, the Renaissance created a lot of great artists. What kind of paper did they use? We can also restore the type of paper that Da Vinci, Durer, and Michelangelo used.
达芬奇、丢勒、米开朗基罗他们曾经用的那张纸到底是什么纸？
For Gong Bin, a piece of paper is not only a career of art, but the paper itself is also a work of art. It does not care about governments, religions, genders, or skin colors. It only carries the history of the mankind. CGTN, Beijing.